owners count losses after goods worth billions of naira are lost in fire at Next Cash and Carry supermarket in Abuja. Zamfara elders call for local solution to end banditry. NDLEA says illicit drugs responsible for rising insecurity. Plus, Somali Prime Minister suspended over corruption investigation. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Abuja. Thank you for joining. The news in details now. A popular mass supermarket in Abuja, Next Cash and Carry, was razed by flames in the early hours of Sunday inferno, leading to destruction of many goods. Although no casualties are reported, the structure of the building is in shambles. Trust TV's Nafisa Abdul-Al has the rest of the details.
This is Next Cash and Carry, one of the biggest supermarkets here in the FCT, and the situation now here is that it's currently razed and burning with fire. The Federal Fire Service are here trying to put the fire out, but it's not working. As you can see, the fire is extending, and these people behind me are trying to break the glass in order to save the remaining of the goods that have not been damaged. There's a lot of pandemonium and chaos between the Federal Fire Service trying to put the fire out and the others trying to save the goods from being further damaged by the fire.
December 26th, the day after Christmas, popularly known as Boxing Day, is usually a joyous day celebrated by Christian faithfuls all over the world. However, the atmosphere at Next Cash and Carry supermarket in the FCT was filled with smoke as a result of a raging inferno that left the building in shambles and its staff and shop owners in dampened spirits.
Why it's paining me is that I gave them my goods of January and February inside December, and it was not being signed. It has not been signed. No man. Nest is a place where Nest does not have product. Nest is just a warehouse where you bring your product, you sell, you give them their percentage. If you sell for them 30,000, they sell 35, they take the 5, give you 30. That is how Nest operates. That is the operation of Nest. But what we normally see every day, angry is that what we normally see every day when we come to supply that fire extinguisher machine there, they will be servicing it every blessed day. They will be owning it and be disturbing every day. But today they are nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found. My goods that Nest have not signed is over 4.5 million. No sign. I don't even know where I will start from. Where will I start from? I know what my mates are doing, but I don't do. This is where I feed from.
Because you are not lazy.
I'm not lazy.
You know you are not lazy.
I was not happy what happened this morning because it was sad. How can we be calling the federal government, as in the fire service? They have been calling them 8 o'clock, 8:30. They have been calling them. Nobody is responding. And do you know the worst part of it is that this is where thousands of youth are feeding on. It sounds somehow because we depend on this place. We depend if this place is like this, tell me somebody like Blessing. I'm a staff in this place. Somebody like Blessing, tell me where I will work. As in tell me how food will come to my table.
In the morning around 8, I was there.
Just calm down.
I'm coming down, but not time to calm down. I'm angry. In the morning around 8, the fire started at that Christmas tree was burning. I removed my clothes to hold the fire. There was no fire extinguisher. I was not working. The pipe inside, there was no water inside. Me and 15 security, we can't off small lights. We can't fire extinguisher. They came almost 2 hours before the fire don't go up. I tell me to calm down. Lose 1.3 something billion burn inside. 1,050 you don't lose your work. I tell me I should calm down.
I was in church service and someone called me that Next was on fire. We rushed down here, but you know how fire is. The whole place was ablaze. We couldn't go in, and they've been trying to put it off since then. So that's where we are now.
As the fire continued to rage on, residents and staff who were the first witnesses of the outbreak are seen moving the goods to safety to prevent more damage, as opposed to claims of looting in videos circulating on social media.
I'm passing by. I see the fire burning. I said, let me rush and help the fellow Nigerians. And when we reach here, the fire service is here, and nobody wants to climb up and check what is happening. Because of that, I find a way to enter the top of the ceiling, and the fire from here enter the side. I call them before they bring the pipe. I quench the fire from that side before I face the main one.
Security personnel in a joint effort worked together to ensure safety and prevent looting.
Gates were cordoned, so there is no how hoodlum can now fly with those things. They were all taken to safety. That is the true situation.
The question people ask is that they are seeing children, small people in those videos, you know?
Trolling it to safety, yes. They have right to assist. Not that they have taken it to their houses.
That the hoodlum that we arrested, what will happen to them now?
Under investigation.
Security operating, take
They are
away
under,
some people.
they are under
Yes, but
investigation.
they take away some people. Who are the people that they took away? We saw the security operatives take away some people. Who are these people?
That's the one they are referring to.
Okay.
Those that were attempting to steal from those ones kept at safety.
Okay.
Were arrested. But if we discover that they are only trying to assist, we let them go.
How many of them, sir?
Three.
Allegations from residents around the area and affected staff say the FCT fire service were late and unequipped to manage the scene. Director General, Federal Capital Territory Emergency Management Agency, Abbas Idris, speaks on the cause of the fire incident.
Always the allegations that is coming. Even if they don't have water, how many hydrants do you see within this premises? Did you see any truck going out to fetch water outside? All of them are refilling from the hydrants. All the hydrants are functioning here. So even if you don't come with water, there's water here. That is the end of the story.
As at the time of filing this report, the cause of the fire incident is yet to be ascertained. Nafisa Abdul Al, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Quite a tragic story. Now, a group of elder statesmen in Zamfara state have raised alarm over the indiscriminate release of arrested suspected bandits and their collaborators by the authorities in the state. The group raised the alarm during its meeting in Gusau, the Zamfara state capital, where it recommended the revitalization of community-based associations to generate funds for the establishment of primary and secondary schools to offer free education to orphans who lost their parents because of bandits' activities to prevent recurrence in the future. The report.
This meeting was convened by a group of elder statesmen in Zamfara state, northwest Nigeria, to discuss how residents of the state can contribute its quotas in the ongoing fight against the lingering security challenge facing the state. The other statement made various recommendations which included the re-establishment of the Elder Committee, community-based development associations, and want the state government to convene a meeting which will bring all sons and daughters of Zamfara state who are living within and outside Nigeria together to discuss how to find lasting solution to the socio-economic and political challenges confronting the state. They also recommended provisions of free education to orphans from primary to secondary and tertiary levels, saying by doing this we help to forestall the emergence of security threats in the future. 2 years ago, Zamfara state was said to have over 25,000 orphans, and the figure may rise to 30 or 40,000 currently. And if nothing is done to mortgage the future of the state.
Until they reach adulthood, without proper home training, upbringing, and proper education, the atrocities that are likely to be committed by these orphans, having realized the circumstances that led to the loss of their parents, and the society has not done anything to educate them, train them, acquire some skills, and so on and so forth. So the situation the state may find in itself is better imagined.
The chairman of the other statement, Senator Saidu Dansado, expressed disappointment at what they call indiscriminate release of arrested suspected bandits and their collaborators by the authorities, which is escalating the security challenges in the state. Senator Dansado admitted the fact that the security situation in the state had improved significantly as a result of the shutdowns of telecom services. But there are pockets of attacks in Brene Magaji, Shinkafi, and Zorome local government areas of the state, which attention needs to be given to stem the tide.
And appeal to the law enforcement agencies in the state to, for the sake of God, have a paradigm shift from this indiscriminate release of criminals and resort to arraigning these criminals before the court of law.
The group of elder statesmen consists of traditional rulers, religious leaders, high-profile citizens, and some political office holders who came together to see how they can mobilize Muslims and Christians to pray for peace to return to Zamfara state.
The chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, retired Brigadier Buba Marwa, says usage of illicit drug is among the main causes of insecurity in the country. Marwa said this at a function in Offa, Kwara State on Sunday. He also called on community leaders to collaborate and for more efforts. The report.
Drug abuse among youth in the country is on the increase in recent times, and this informs why the Offa community in Kwara State is taking the bull by the horn by organizing a sensitization program to enlighten the youth.
To examine topical issues in our society and providing solutions to address such issues. This year, the topic is a loaded one to address various social vices and insecurity that bestrode our country, the root cause of which we have situated at the doorstep of drug addiction.
To the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, drugs worth 60 billion naira have been confiscated in the last 2 months as part of the nationwide campaign to stem the tide of illicit substance sales and consumption. Buba Marwa, speaking through the Kwara State Commander of NDLEA, Kayode Babayeju, at the event themed Hard Drug Abuse and Insecurity, a Siamese Twins, said that the 90% of crimes committed in the country were under the influence of hard drugs.
99% of crimes committed or criminal activities are linked to drug abuse. If you look at crime waves in Nigeria, you will see that most of these criminals are under the influence of hard drug. Because looking at it marvels us that how can these people behave like this? Because I cannot see reason why somebody will carry gun and kill a fellow human being. I cannot see reason why some group will come together like court and kill fellow students. I cannot see reason why some people will be in the bush like monkey, raiding villages, killing people, go around their way to kidnap. My brothers and sisters, it is not honorable.
Kwara State Governor and the Senator representing Kwara Central, Ibrahim Oloriegbe, lament how drug abuse is affecting the future of the youth, calling for collaborative efforts in tackling it.
The Innovation Hub and Skills Acquisition Center. I've been there twice. I'm the first one to just spy on them to make sure they're doing the right thing. And the second occasion was to lay the foundation stone. And I must say, they're doing a very good job, What they're doing will deepen knowledge in the law, will create opportunities for the young and also create investment environments, teach the youth and take them off the streets and make sure they're guided rightly. Once more, this is the way to go. Once more, I congratulate the President and his team for doing a very good job.
I also speak about youth and substance abuse, and these two I combine it to say that the effort of the current Kwara State government in strengthening our education system is to be commended, as well as the government in building an IT hub. I also commended IDPU for embarking on IT hub as part of its major project, which it launched last year and continue to do this year. And I call on all the citizens of this community to support IDPU in this regard. I spoke about substance abuse being a menace now, and it's something that we need to tackle. And in tackling this, it requires a whole community effort. We shouldn't see those that are engaged in drug abuse as criminals, but we see them as people with challenges, and that require support, and that require rehabilitation.
The speakers agree on the need to find a lasting solution for drug abuse among the youth and urge community leaders to collaborate with security agencies in this regard.
Now, Christians in Bauchi State describe the period of Christmas as a thanksgiving and a time for reflecting on the virtues of Jesus Christ. Reverend Adamu Bawale of the Evangelical Church of West Africa, Rafinzurfi, stated this after a church service in commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ. Trust TV's Adamu Imam completes the report. All right, we'll bring you details of that report in our subsequent bulletin. Now, Bishop of Usasa Anglican Diocese, Bishop Ali Buba Lamido, has advocated for the declaration of the state of emergency in northern parts of the country. He made this appeal in his Christmas message while delivering sermon at Usasa Anglican Diocese, Zaria.
Peaceful because we have been besieged with terrorism all over the country. The northwest, the northeast, the southeast, and the southwest, central Nigeria, everywhere. And you find the number of people being killed daily. I am not sure that even the government can account for the people being killed. Nobody might be able to give you the exact number of dying Nigerians every day, and this is because of insecurity. We know and we are told that Nigeria is winning the war on Boko Haram, but it has shifted to northwest and north central of Nigeria, in the east and southwest of Nigeria. Therefore, government has a lot to do.
You're watching Trust News Update, now coming up after the break. Better late than never. Education pursued at all cost. This and more after the break.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the Trust TV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search Trust TV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
You're watching Trust News Update. Now let's have another look at some of the main stories again. Business owners have losses was raised by fire early Sunday. Plus, group of elder statesmen in Zamfara State have raised alarm over the indiscriminate release of arrested suspected bandits and their collaborators by the authorities in the state. Moving on, Nigeria Center for Disease Control reported 1,547 cases of COVID-19 in 9 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The center, in its update for 26 December, said 193 persons were discharged after recovering from the infection, with 8 fatalities on Friday, bringing the country's death toll to 3,022. Nigeria has now confirmed a total of 237,561 cases with 212,550 discharges. Meanwhile, France has recorded over 100,000 COVID-19 cases in a day for the first time since the pandemic began. The majority of new cases were linked to the Omicron variant, which has caused chaos over the Christmas season. Education is a foundation for the development and progress of any society. It is a base upon which the whole building of human development stands. In this feature, Zainab Bala tells the story of domestic servants who have chosen to defy the odds to acquire education. Let's take a look.
Instead of to be looking at the children, I don't mind my age. I'm 20.
When I left village, I don't enter school. That's why my dad just took me to here. I'm entering school.
Sometimes I'll feel like say I'm going back to my village, but because I want to do school, that's why I'm still here.
Something that I cannot do now, I'm trying to do.
These young girls are between the ages of 16 and 25, and this is the average university days or perhaps secondary school. But life is different for them, and so they have taken the bull by its horn to be in the same class with these younger kids.
My name is Akogu Cecilia. I'm from Benue State, Okwaku local government. I was in Abuja 2007. So I was staying with my sister. So from there, the way my sister is treating me, I don't like it. I have to look for work. So my friend looked for work for me. I see the work. I was working with one woman with her husband that I was living with them like almost 2 years. They was nice to me. They take me like their own sister. They didn't take me like their house girl. They was treating me well. So they now think that yes, I have good intelligence to go to school. They now help me to forward my education. My challenge is the people that I'm staying with. Not like they are bad to me, but I have to wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock, to have choice. Before 5, do have choice, bath the children. Before dressing up for my own, I will be coming to school late. But when I get to school, people will be asking me what happened. I'll say this is my challenge. Sometimes when I wake up, I'll sit down. I should drop the school or I should continue. So I have to pick the challenge. I don't mind when I wake up or I don't know how to read and write. Gradually, I will know how to read and write. And speaking good English and all that.
Yes, I see small children. So some people they tell me I'm too big for class. I say no, because it's not school, that's not age. So that's what I'm telling them. So they say, it's good. If you are serious for something, you go do for life.
Sometimes I'm feeling my parents, my daddy just have enough of problem for in life. Sometimes I'll be feeling like say I'm going back to village to stay with my dad. I'll feel like let me do school so that I can help my parents. I feel like say they were telling me say I'm bigger than to stay in primary school. So I come say I'm not be ashamed of myself. I want to just learn so that tomorrow I'll be growing so that next time I'll be helping people.
But when I was broke, I was not going into school, so she now called me to come. So as I came, she wanted to help me. So I agree, I like going to school. So as she put me for school, now I'm very happy to go to school. Nazo Abuja domin na nima karatu, domin koyon karatu. Nazo kuma na makaranta ne domin koyon karatu, koyon turanci.
At least 38,518 workers displeased with their pension fund administrators, PFAs, moved to other PFAs and transferred 148.11 billion naira in their retirement savings account within 1 year. The National Pension Commission stated this in a report titled Quarterly Summary of Retirement Savings Accounts Transferred by Pension Fund Administrators. According to the report, 12,681 workers transferred 47.78 billion naira in the first quarter of 2021 compared to 2,799 workers who transferred 18.90 billion naira in the same period of 2020. The report added that the 12,872 workers also transferred 45.56 billion naira in third quarter 2021, up from 10,166 workers who transferred 35.89 billion naira in the second quarter of 2021. The pension regulator opened the transfer window in November 2020. And on the foreign scene, Somalia's President Mohamed Abdullahi Mohamed has suspended the Prime Minister and removed the Marine Forces Commander until corruption investigations are completed, escalating a destabilizing dispute in the Horn of Africa country. A statement by the Office of the President on Monday said the decision to suspend Prime Minister Mohamed Hussein Rubble and stop his powers is linked with the corruption investigation, accusing the Premier of interfering with an investigation into a land-grabbing case. In a statement on Sunday, the presidential office said Prime Minister Rubble is posing a serious threat to the electoral process and overstepping his mandate. And with that, we wrap up Trust News Update. Do well to click the subscribe button on our YouTube and also connect with us via social media handles. Thank you for watching. I am Ayubelia. Bye for now.